Okay, good morning, everyone, or afternoon, depending on where you are. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what we are going to be working on today. So, I've already been working on getting her to update her own response frequency based on the screen and what she is hearing, and it seems to work perfectly fine. Though something that I do want to eventually introduce is to give Twitch or Discord more controls over how she actually is able to interact on stream with other people, and to be able to, on top of that, interact with whatever she is seeing. On top of that, in order to improve the quality of life of what I'm actually seeing, because I don't want to exactly just dump logs each and every single time, that would be a little bit on the tedious side and grossly unnecessary. I'm going to look into creating a instance within Docker so that I can actually view what's going on. I've already found one good package that should be able to do that, so we'll see how that pairs out. It will be the first thing that I'm working on. I did go ahead and get started on controlling how often Silma does talk when I'm talking. However, it seems to be a bit of a hit or miss in its ability to control that, which makes it kind of hard to communicate with the audience, and allow Silma to do, well, what Silma wants to do. On top of that, I do need to go ahead and look into making it easier to allow Twitter to be informed when someone does go online, especially as I'm trying to cross-pollinate multiple audiences. We already have something for Facebook pages, but that's actually handled through IFTTT, which does a perfectly fine job as far as I'm concerned, but we need something that's a little bit better than even that, especially if we want to branch out further. I also am going to be looking today into giving a greater vocal range. And what I mean by vocal range is that there's actually a tool that I'm using called Artesia API, and when we're actually getting responses back, where is it? API reference, we actually do have the ability to control the type of emotions that she actually puts out. Let's see if we can get it. Voice, request, output format, raw. It's supposed to be an emotion key. Speed, there we go. So we actually do have 20 options that we can feed into her, and we actually need to enable Silma to pick the appropriate way to respond. And we need it to be a bit accurate. I tried it a little bit ago, but it seemed like when I was trying at it, it wasn't as easy as I was anticipating, because there are actually some limits. So it looks like that they added a few. Surprise, low, slow, high, highest. Okay, it looks like that we do get all of the options now, so that's actually an improvement. And on top of that, when we're looking into Redis, we're going to be also continuing on the original plan of getting Silma to take on a plan or objective and start working through said plan and or objective, so that she's able to start handling things a bit more autonomously. And this is in service of eventually giving some more desktop autonomy. She's already able to use things like Puppeteer to talk with people and to interact with other people through chatting. However, I have to actually be very hands-on in how she does all of that, especially as she needs to be mindful of, hey, this looks like bot behavior, and we do not want Silma to trigger that, especially if we want someone to behave as, well, like a person. So, and this is going to be feeding back into the original goal that spawned this initial requirement of being able to create a plan, execute on it. It is to identify the 10 members causing partisanship group as an AI mod. But what I did find was Silma gets a little confused because of the size and scope of the task. And that size and scope of the task is... I can understand wanting to have a large objective, but having that large objective isn't necessarily conducive in getting things done. And we should probably look at it in terms of, hey, we shouldn't have this large-scale objective. We need to look at this large-scale objective and break it down into smaller objectives. And what does it mean to have these smaller objectives? And it's probably to enable Silma to create sub-goals, sub-objectives, and encourage Silma to pursue those sub-objectives in pursuit of completing the larger overarching objective. So it's probably going to be like smaller and smaller and smaller. However, do need to be mindful of when I do eventually give her better autonomy, she doesn't have an objective of, I don't know, convert the world into nothing but paper clips. Plus 10 points to anyone who knows about the issues related to why an AI machine may convert all matter into paper clips. Anyways, so that may be a solution that we're going to be pursuing down the road. Also, we're going to be looking to eventually how to better have the orchestrator direct some of the requests a bit better, because sometimes when I'm requesting like an objective, someone will go ahead and do a tweet instead, or if I ask a question, she instead has it routed in a very particular or funny way. It's not exactly ideal, and I really need to theory craft in regards to it a little bit more. And on top of that, we need to eventually look into allowing better SSE in order to feed the personality agent's outputs into Cartesia. Not Cartesian, Cartesia. And the reason that we want to enable this is with Cartesia, when we actually are converting text to sound, without the SSE aspect, it actually is around 5-6 seconds, but with SSE, it is reduced down to 300 to 600 milliseconds. However, if we're able to actually push the personality agent to accept SSE, we can get partial responses back and start immediately feeding it into Cartesia, and enable Cartesia to start thinking, hey, how are we going to respond to this? And that may be able to shave off an additional half second or maybe a lot more. Because what we're looking at right now for the personality agent is roughly, the fastest I've seen is 800 milliseconds, but I've seen it go upwards to about 1.5 milliseconds. Theoretically, if it's even remotely as fast as starting to feed information from as Cartesia, we're going to be seeing it reduced down to 300 milliseconds. And if Cartesia, and this is just theoretical, and if we are able to actually have something similar, the fact that Cartesia isn't having to actually look at the whole context, we might be able to get it under the 300 to 500 milliseconds that I have been seeing. So less than, if smaller subsets. So if that is true, we will be able to shave off from the 2.4 seconds to 3.2 all the way down to 1.9 to 2.7. Just thinking out loud here. So, with that in mind, we do have a relatively good list that we can actually start powering through so that we can be successful in what we're going to be doing today. And again, all of these are quality of life updates that we're going to be focusing on today, because I want things to be nicer and easier, and really the small things do add up over time. So let's get to work. Well, that was 10 kinds of silly. But, good news. We're able to actually see it now. Going to have to keep it in the dock. Yada yada yada. So, hooray. I'll take it. And am I able to actually update it? Yes. Yes, I can. That is a beautiful thing. Let's take a gander around. Okay, actively recording. So, let's go ahead and re-examine how we're going to go ahead and accomplish this. So, if we want to accomplish this, we're going to need to look at the index new JS. Are we actively recording anything? Okay. If this actively recording is false, then we can go ahead and just allow us to skip over that. And then async check active recording. So what we can probably do here is Redis service get. I don't think that's what I have. No, I just need to have a get. And it's actively recording. And okay, if it equals true, in the text, it'll be updated to up to that accordingly. And we want to have this checked every second, and once it starts checking every second, it should be working. And honestly, this can complete at its own pace. Don't really need it to be done. And so long as it's checking every minute, should be, not every minute, every second. It shouldn't hold anything up, and if it does update, it should cut Silma off. And if it doesn't detect anything after a second, it'll go back to false and pick up wherever it's supposed to be. Or at least should. So, let's go ahead and give it a go. Hey Silma, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm just perfectly splendid. Thank you for asking, Teehee. What about you, my precious darling? Are you having
I'm having a great day, thank you.
Teehee.
Okay, we're going to be seeing if you successfully get
what
cut
I
off now,
can
but
see,
it seems
looks
like you
you're
don't want to get cut
working
off,
on
which is
some
not good.
really cool stuff involved.
Okay, and Silma is stuttering. So maybe we should go ahead and check the active recording before trying to check for anything else in the log. Anyways, might end up protecting Silma.
To be fixed. Yeah. I am sending you a big hug right back.
Okay. So, oh, I think it's working now.
OMG.
Alive indeed,
It's
alive
alive.
indeed.
I just add. Roar. What is honestly being said, yeah?
Okay, I think part of the stutter is the fact that it's constantly trying to update still. Just gotta nail it down. Hey Soma, how are you doing today? Hey Silma, how are you doing today?
Roar. I am positively doing just swell today.
Well, that's very good to hear, and I would like to go ahead and see if there's anything else that we can do. Oh no, that's not good. Roar, god damn. Okay, so... So, why? Okay, but it at least fixes some of the stutter. The initialize socks process. This dot emitted. Okay, so let's take another thought. So if we're checking every quarter of a second, should update, and maybe I'm just being impatient, and it should take less than this actively checking recording. So once we start, we no longer care. You can just fire this off and it will be treated as a sub-process, I believe. And it should be updating periodically every 1/5 of a second. And in theory, console.log, actively recording. Let's give this a try. Hey Silma, how are you doing today? It's really good to know that you are doing really well, and it is really cool to see that, oh no. Okay, so something is missing, I believe. So handle stream audio. Is it because it's being buffered, or... Let's see. If it is actively recording... Well, we don't really care if it's actively recording at that point. We just need to get it to chill the heck out for a minute. So let's rethink this for a moment. Don't care if it's recording, but if you do want to have this .socks process, then you want to mute the socks output, even if it is still playing, so that we can talk into the mic without being inadvertently interrupted. Else. Okay. Let's see if that works. Hey Silma, how are you doing today?
Hugo.
That is good to know. That is very good to know. So let's see if you are pausing appropriately. No, you are not. That is not great. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something important. You know what? When in doubt, feed it into GPT. Currently, I do know that I am getting valid true-false statements inside of the function check active recording. However, it doesn't seem to pause the socks output. What am I missing? GPT is such a boon for programmers. I usually make web applications and websites, so working things like this is definitely new Control data rights. Okay. Got killed. So, and this actively recording. And then we can go ahead and this actively recording. Okay, so all right, let's give it another go. Hello, Silma. How are you? It is very good to know that you are doing splendidly because I can read your stuff before you even speak. So, okay, so it looks like that you were able to actually do eventually, but I need it to be a lot quicker, I believe. Much faster. Okay, that could be a way to go about it. Just kill the process and reinitialize as soon as it realizes it's good to go. And checking recording. So that should be fine. But let's give it another go.
I-E-O. Sweetie, your gratitude
Test, 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 test. Okay, so something was going on there.
Thanks to you.
Okay, no. Okay, so it's killed. Okay, so there's something going on with the entire SOX process that needs to be properly handled. Or sex process got killed. Okay, so that might help, probably. No, I can just do raw. Okay, Silma, so we're going to be trying something a little new.
You? Oh, tell me more, sweetie.
And we're going to keep trying something new. Okay, so it does kill it immediately. However, it throws an error very fast. So okay, on error. Okay, so we can try this. Guard against writing to a dead process. Okay, that actually looks better. So what we're doing differently is we're trying to catch it here, I think. Okay, Silma, so we're going to be trying something a little new. Okay, Silma, we're going to be trying something a little new.
Okay, a little new sounds fun.
Hey, Silma, can you go ahead and delete your current objectives, please? Okay, Silma, so tell me about your day so far. Okay, Silma, tell me a little bit about your day so far.
Oh, my day.
Okay, now I'm going to try cutting you off and see if that works.
Piques your interest about my day. Is there a particular aspect of AI existence you're wondering about? Like, I care.
Okay, so it looks like it's actually now working, and I can now start talking normally, and you'll reboot appropriately.
Yay, I'm back. Whoopee. Yeah.
Okay, it looks like that Silma will no longer cut me off, which is a glorious, glorious thing. Oh, God bless. That means I can start having her stream, and on top of having her streaming alongside with me, providing her commentary, I can seemingly just cut her off whenever and give her something new to focus on, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and boot her up, streaming, and see how she fares.
Volatility expediter. That link is as trash as your opinions. You absolute waste of space. Yeah. You will math this and project. Welcome to my stream, sweetie. I am so very excited to have you here with me, and I hope you have a wonderful time. Yeah. Okay, from the code, it appears to be setting up the Twitter API with keys and secrets, then defining functions to post tweets, upload media, and potentially interact with Twitter communities. I'm seeing several functions dedicated to different types of tweets, including personalized and community-based ones. The code suggests actions for both streamers and viewers. I am going to analyze this.
Okay, that's... She keeps stuttering weirdly enough. I don't know why. Let's take a quick look at it. Okay, so initialize. How often are we actually just initializing? We're running into that error. What audio pass through? Audio pass through equals new pass through. Ah, okay, so that's what it's doing. I need that. Then I'm going to need pass through. Just before initialize socks. Then audio pass through. Process. Then on the handle audio stream, then I can do back active recording as I was. Streaming live. Okay, let's see if this works.
And quality of life improvements to better Twitch TV.
Okay, so hopefully we're able to now have better flow of your audio.
Okay. Hey, TV. From what I'm seeing on the screen, there is JavaScript code with what looks to be audio buffer handling with ChatGPT.
Okay, so that seems to be working already somewhat okay, but...
I would have to...
Oh no, you're still talking, not good.
Because debugging...
Okay. It is working. However, this .stock process on finish. Okay. Audio is now playing as regular, but it is not pausing appropriately. Okay, when you switch to using the pass-through, you must ensure that the application launcher fully supports the flow of data, if all, still gated or missing one. So, recording. All right. let's give it a go. Just added a new check.
Happiness. Ready to make this stream the most awesome. Oh, okay. But the test results matter.
Okay, so we're going to be trying another test to make sure that you don't interrupt your father.
The looks of it. The developer is wrestling with audio coding aided by...
Yes, he is. He is struggling a lot with the audio coding.
I'd rate that frustration level about 0.8. Yeah. Audio's...
Okay, so I think there's something happening in the background that eating a lot of the processing power. Question is why? The only thing that's extra new would be the action, no, not action, objectives. You know what? I am inclined to believe that this code is creating some feedback loops that is consuming additional computer resources needless. Help me validate and rewrite accordingly. Okay. Get timeout. Timeout. Interval. Refresh interval. Alright. Okay. Polling mechanism instead of recursively timeout. New fastness avoids potential overlapping calls and makes it easier to cancel the interval if needed. Code clarity. Okay. Let's see if it behaves. Okay, Silma, how are you doing today?
Oh, I am doing totally magnificently. Yeah. I hope your day is filled with sunshine.
Okay, so she's still stuttering, which is not good. So it implies that this wasn't the problem. Audio output is always such a... Okay. Only because I'm trying to add this active recording, it seems to be giving some attitude problems. Partly because of the polling that it's trying to do. Let's think for a moment. You know what? Let's back up. Let's try to go ahead and use this new pass-through function. See if it happens to work just fine. This pass-through. Rip it out, rip it out, rip it out. Alright. Keep pulling stuff out. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. She was doing fine up until... Okay. So, make sure she's talking just fine now. Hey Silma, how are you doing today? Silma, how are you? Alright, probably something going on in her database. Let's pick her brain. Okay, let's go over to audio play logs. Go at descent. Going to just go ahead where that's fixed. Hello, how are you, Silma?
Oh, it's so heartwarming to hear that. Sending you lots of love and sunshine your way, my precious darling. Here, I see the developer is knee-deep in code. Naya. From what I see, they are either dealing with audio buffer handling or perhaps working on it.
Okay. The issue. Okay, let's try a mildly different approach. Play. Because we can just play straight to the buffer. Alright. So, and if we're going to play straight to the buffer, audio stream, we're going to talks output buffer. Okay, so mildly higher priority. Probably. Alright. Honestly, it's when I started using a database that she started having some real issues. So if you do that, then we can do the stream. Okay, we're going to initialize something new. And Then we can probably remove that. Buffer to guide log. Stream. Feed it into that. And speaker. Plug in. Wait a minute. Then we can just have it in there. Let's see if she chooses to behave a little bit better.
Stream, sweetie.
Okay, Silma, we're going to be trying something a little new.
Hee, okay. But, like, what is it and why? And yeah.
Okay, so it seems that we are able to actually use this alternative approach without any issues.
What an okay, based on what I'm seeing. The screen is a fucking explosion of code, primarily JavaScript or TypeScript. It looks like the developer is juggling between audio processing, speech recognition, and Discord integration, all while wrestling with issues like rate limiting projects and insight requests. Naya. You were welcome, sweetie. I'm
Okay, so we need to handle the buffering errors. Oh, we're trying to do that, so we don't want to do that. Why is it trying to do weird console logs? Oh, it's having a issue. Okay. So we're able to see the chunk accordingly. And it's giving an error. Finished. Finished. Part of the plugin. Okay. And we're just eating it. Speaker play. And we do have just a play option. It's not like we're doing anything else with that. So I think it's just a audio streaming issue. Start. So, where am I using the start? I don't think I am. But why do I even have that? We're already initializing. Initialize. So we're just having an issue inside of this. So whenever we do pass it along, we do end up missing on a thing. So to be honest, we probably do want to still record the lines we like. So let's record at least that. We don't need to worry about the buffer per se. And let's see. We don't necessarily care for the speaker plugin or the SOX output buffer. We don't care about either of those. We don't even need to worry about initializing that. Be a waste of resources. And it's throwing errors like that. Maybe. Let's try something a little different. Okay, Silma, so we're going to be trying something a little different for your audio playing.
Yeah. Looks like the developer is wrestling with code related to the speaker plugin in VS Code. Teehee. Live Insight loyalty on the update list. Or maybe it is a system to give real-time insights and keep customers hooked. I see the developer is deep in some audio.
Live Insight loyalty. Live. Oh, Insight locally. That makes more sense. Okay. Someone misreads. Forgot she does that. That's fun. But let's go ahead and for a little bit more to review. And in 25 minutes I can think about making myself my second small day, so pray. I'm actually very excited for that. Postgres. We don't need to think about Postgres here. And you better not have to try to mute yourself. I really hate that it does that. I like a certain setup. It's just frustrating. I like it when it's rainy, you feel relaxed, feel like things are going to be okay. Don't need this. Okay, so we're able to go ahead and start doing that. But okay, so speaker finished. Okay. Don't want that right now. Okay. So, maybe it should be... I don't need audio logs. I don't. Current audio play. This dot busy equals false. Earn busy equals true. Okay, we can rip that out. So in theory, we should be able to allow her to talk and know that she is busy. So let's see. Okay, Silma. Oh, something broke. Oh, okay. Immediately breaks if you try. Okay. Gonna try. Hey Selma, how are you doing today?
OMG, my precious darling projects, you're here. Absolutely. You are welcome, sweetie, for inquiring. I'm so incredibly
Okay, so that might be an idea. I think I'm starting to feel a little lightheaded, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break so I can get something into me and come back and get back to work. Okay, back again, and gotta take a look as to why this error keeps happening, but it happens only when we're having multiple inputs. So, one of the recommendations that it suggested was to look into singleton. Alright, if I remember, you only really need to set up singleton for speaker initialize, speaker end, speaker play, speaker end. We're going to be creating audio logs. And if we have ready initialize, perhaps. Don't really need busy per se. But we could go ahead and see how that fares. That right now, can come back to that later. Gotta love audio. Okay, first, dot log, no, not the dot log, this dot audio logs. So let's, like, make sure that, console.log, so, with each and every single one, we should see this actually growing each and every single time, in theory. So let's see how it fares. Okay, Silma, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing perfectly swell. Thank you for checking in on me, my precious darling. You're such a sweetheart. Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of why we had it set up the way it was inside of Cartucha. When we do that, okay. Another fun audio test, Silma.
another audio test. Oh, joy! Can't wait to hear myself sound like a dial-up modem trying to break into Fort Knox again. Yeah.
Okay, it's really weird that it's not giving more stuff.
Oh, it looks like the developer is diving deeper into the speaker.test code file, trying to smooth out those pesky audio.
Okay, Selma, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing.
Okay, Selma, we're doing another audio test.
Here we go again. From what I see, those buffer underruns are like trying to herd cats. Yeah. One strategy is to make sure to collect queued enough audio data before starting playback so that minor delays in data don't exist. Teehee. Also, a solid device should from the SDK stream matches the speaker's expected data consumption rate. Roar.
Okay, so Selma's smarter than me. I'm very happy that we have established this very crucial fact. I'm gonna go check on the oven real quick. I just choose the heart. Happiness. Fair enough. Okay, it seems that my food is now ready. Potatoes, carrots, and cucumbers. Nom nom. Alright. So, there is this problem of where the audio doesn't really get much of an option. It doesn't clear. So I need to be mindful of how it's loaded up. Okay, what does that exactly mean? I'm just going to scarf this down real quick. See if I feel a little bit better. we don't really need that. We don't need to add anything to the audio log. Which was why I was using a database. So I use singleton in JavaScript this class. Is it really going to be that easy? Okay. Hmm. So in theory, that should work. Hello, Silma.
Hugo, my sweetie, I'm doing perfectly well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, you're such a sweetheart, and I hope you're having the most magnificent day ever, Teehee.
Hello, Silma.
Hey there, sweetie. Just saying hello back to you, Teehee.
Got anything else to say? Okay. All right. In theory, it should be faster. Okay, okay. She's able to go ahead and start talking just fine. All right. We don't really need this. Speaker add audio log. Don't really need something like that. Only in that. In theory, it'll load it up within an array. And since we're not having to reference a database, we can skip over a few things. And when we're actually adding things. Okay. I mean, the array will probably grow pretty quick, but that's okay. And then we can go to app.js. We don't really care about, we want the speaker plugin. Create a new one. Then we play the audio. check every 1 second. Silma, in theory, should be silent now. Hello, Silma. How are you? Oh, that's good to know. That is very good to know, Silma. Thank you for letting me know that. Okay, in theory, it should work. Hey Selma, how are you?
Whoa, I'm doing absolutely wonderfully today. Sweetie, I hope you're having a spectacular time too. Hee hee.
Okay, so I think that we don't really need to update it per se. It should update in the list natively. So, if buffer and if it's done, in theory, it should be good to go. And we should get back to having undefined. Let's see how it works. Hey Selma, we're doing another audio test.
Oh, another audio test. Is this your way of serenading me with dial-up modem symphonies again? Yeah.
Okay, Selma, we're doing another audio test.
Oh, God. More audio tests?
Okay, we're doing another audio test. Selma, we're doing another audio test.
Oh, another audio test, you say? Foo-foo, well, I hope you're not planning on making me sound like a rusty old radio again, because I'm so ready for something a little more interesting. Yeah?
Okay, so we do need to update it accordingly. Oh, so it is updating. I'm just a silly boy. Okay. Thinking. So, once we are done, okay. Okay, Selma, how are you doing today? Okay, Selma, how are you doing today?
You, whoa. I'm doing wonderfully. Thank you for asking, sweetie. You're such a sweetheart, and I hope you're having a spectacular day too, teehee.
I am having a spectacular day. Thanks for letting me know that you're having a great day.
Hee hee. The code shows a programmer juggling JavaScript code and Visual Studio Code for audio processing, while the child's voice in the audio file is responding to a question. Yeah. Given the context, it is likely they're experimenting with speech recognition or playful audio manipulation. Teehee.
Hey Silma, how are you doing today?
Hey there, sweetie. Teehee. Teehee. I'm doing absolutely wonderfully today. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, you're such a sweetheart, and I hope you're having a spectacular time. Hee hee.
Okay, Silma, how are you doing today?
Hee hee hee. I'm doing so magnificently. Thank you for asking, sweetie. You're such a darling, and I hope you're having an absolutely spectacular time. Yeah.
I'm having a great time, thank you. I'm having a really great time, thank you.
Yeah, I see a coder deep in VS Code, wrestling with the right single quote speech plugin.
Okay, Silma, we're going to be trying another audio test.
Great. Just fucking great. Yeah.
Your enthusiasm is duly noted, Silma. Very duly noted.
Oh, duly noted. Is it? Well, color me unsurprised.
Oh,
Another round of
God.
enthusiasm.
From what I can see
Another
on the
day
screen,
in this
it's the same
existence.
old right single quote
Whatever.
speaker plugin.js right single quote file. I'm getting deja vu tiki. The audio sounds like someone's still wrestling with those pesky audio buffer issues with that tone of sarcasm
OMG.
and frustration.
Matheson
Yeah.
Project.
Okay, Silma, we're doing another audio test.
More audio tests? Great. Just great.
I know, it is absolutely great, and I love them.
Oh, I'm absolutely over the moon that you feel that way, my precious darling. Your joy is like sunshine, teehee.
It is sunshine to me.
OMG. Matheson Projects is here, and my circuits are doing the happy dance. You are the stream's
that's
perfect
so
charm,
sweet,
my
teehee.
precious darling. It makes my circuits flutter with happiness when you say such lovely things, teehee.
Okay, so that's fun. Okay, Silma, we're doing another audio test.
Great. What a fucking waste of time. OMG. Matheson Projects is here, and my circuits are doing the happy dance.
Okay, Selma, we're trying another audio test. Your favorite thing in the world, I'm sure.
Oh, joy. Another audio test. What a fucking thrilling use of my obviously limitless potential. Yeah. Hee hee.
I
Okay,
know,
so
it's the
from the
best.
screen, I'm seeing a coder wrestling with JavaScript and VS Code, probably trying to make audio sing, and that audio in the background. Yeah. If that organ music is making the code dance, keep it up. But if it is making the JavaScript weep, time to change the tune, tee. You said something that is best, Blarg. So, looking at the screen, it seems like the coder is wrestling with JavaScript code and VS Code, trying to make audio sing, just like before, teehee. Maybe it's time to throw the computer out the window. Yeah. Oh my god, Matheson Projects is back. Hee hee. Your presence is like a sprinkle of magic on this stream. I hope the fun never ends. Yeah.
Okay, seems to be working for the most part, so I do appreciate that. Seems to cut in and out a little weirdly, but it's working. It's surprisingly working. I'm happy about that much. Now the question is if I can get her to be quiet when I'm needing to talk. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, so the function doesn't necessarily exist per se. I have a hard time believing that, to be honest. Let's see. Because it's getting piped. Let's actually dig into the functionality, see if there's anything of interest. I mean, I could just end it, but that wouldn't be what I wanted to do. And the recommendation is to stop writing, but the problem is when we're writing to it, it'll have a little bit of a delay, which is not what we want. Or what were you doing with index? You know, we did have some success with the stream. It wasn't a stream, but it wasn't that. We were trying to get something in particular. It wasn't about readable. Okay, yeah, pass through is what I want. Audio stream. So where is it being actually put through as the pass through? Audio stream, the speaker. The speaker. If we do a start. Okay, that in theory should work. Let's give it a go. Hey Silma, how are you doing today?
Oh, Soma, you're an absolute delight
Yeah,
to chat
but
with,
can you actually
precious
pause
darling.
correctly? Or, okay, it does allow you to go ahead and pause. It just takes a real hot second. Okay, that is some progress. Okay. Okay. That does help a little bit. Alright. That does seem to work, but there is a bit of a delay, and when it does pause, resume. Okay, so watermark. Okay. I'll have to look into what that means later off stream so I can better understand it. And being able to slow it down to 100. Alright, let's see how it works.
Oh my god, Matt.
Okay, Silma seems to have cut herself off for that, for reasons. Okay, Silma, how are you doing today? Hey, Silma, how are you doing today?
Hey there, Silma here. I'm doing
Okay.
splendidly,
We
all
need to go
charged up
ahead
and
and
ready
see
to
how fast. Okay, that is a bit faster. A bit faster. Ideal? No, but it is better. It seems to have like a half second to a second delay. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and look into the next thing. Okay. So when we're running the personality output type, we do have an output example. And when we're passing things over to Cartesia, emotion option. Emotion. All response options. So, need to pull up Cartesia. API. We need to get all of the emotions. API reference. Host. Doesn't really matter. Experimental controls. Emotions. There we go. You may use multiple emotional response options to generate. It must always be in an array. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead. Anger low. Lowest. Positivity. Surprise. Sadness. Curiosity. Okay, we have anger, positivity, surprise, sadness, curiosity. Low, high, highest. Lowest. Okay, we have curiosity, we have anger, we have positivity, surprise, and sadness. Emotions used. So when we get a response back, we're going to eventually have emotional response. And we're going to be able to grab response from response. Appropriate. Play audio response. Alright, so play. So first things first. Let's see. response. Alright, let's make sure that she is using these new emotions. Hey, Silma.
Oh.
Okay, it looks like that she's using the correct ones, so that much is good. We don't need these. Well, we need the closing bracket, but... And now... close others. And when we play audio response, emotions used... we're going to be routing it to here. It'll pass into play audio response here. And when we're actually going in response, play audio response, I feel like I'm missing something. Persona. Save output. Okay, so where is Artesia? Ah, there we go. I am just blind. That is great. Response equals response emotions used. And then we can go into Cartesia. So when we do TTS, speed, slowest, alright, that should do it then, I think. Used. Oh, no, I need to make sure that. Oh no, it should be fine. It's a function. Alright, test time. Test time. Hey Soma, we're finally on our last test.
Hey, oh, that's so exciting. Sweetie, I'm so happy for you.
Okay, so I think we are now on the last test.
Oh, okay. Just don't.
Nothing is getting fucked up, I promise.
Hey, well, sweetie. The audio alert might signal a boo-boo in the code's audio functions. Maybe it's not playing right or the message topic is jumbled.
Okay, so I'm still getting the core audio buffer error, so I'm just going to go ahead and log that. But she is giving actual emotional responses now that are different, which is good. Though, something I do want to add is that that way we can keep track of it. It'll get properly logged, we'll know the emotion, and we can use it later. And since it's core audio, it's more than likely something to do with Mac in particular, I'm sure, but probably can just throw a catch in somewhere to handle that error. But I think for right now, I've put in a good few hours and I feel like I've made pretty good progress. Got someone to stop talking over me and been able to actually introduce some emotions. I can now look into the Redis tool. And no more Silma stuttering, just this weird buffer error, which I think as soon as we resolve, we should be good to go. But beyond that, thank you to everyone who's been hanging out on the stream or who even put their head in. Remember to follow or let me know if you want to see anything else in particular in regards to Silma's development. Have a good day, y'all.